Hey, it's another great day at the Solomon Trading Institute. This is what I would love for you to do. I would love for you to allow us to help you be, all you want to be in terms of finances. It's a changing world. It's a changing economic landscape. And if you don't, have the ability to tap into the technology that is afforded to us, um, you'll kind of be playing behind the curve, if you will. And so just book a call. You've been looking at our stuff, just kind of book a call and you'll be able to see what we do. You can also go to our educational portal and you can see our structure and our class structure and our breakdown. So we'd love to have an opportunity to even get you to the point where, hey, listen, you're downloading this software on your computer and you're doing some great things. And listen, if you want to hear more about what we do and how we do it, I love to speak to churches and to groups and to civic groups and organizations, community groups and community organizations, schools, or what have you, boys and girls clubs, things of that nature. So that's what I do. We have students in 15 different states, 3 different countries, and we have positioned ourselves to help people in this area of money market literacy. So many people have what we call financial literacy, but not money market literacy. And so that's what we do. And at the end of the day, this is what we do. We help you experience consistency in the market. What would you say, Tariq, about this statement? Do you think this is a true statement? What comes to your mind when you think about this statement here?
If you book a call, you won't be disappointed. It's definitely worth the time and effort to book the call. And the education that you get is definitely spot on, and you'll learn a trade that can assist you and your family for generations. And I agree with the sentiment 100%. Like if you're looking for something different, go ahead and book a call and see if it's a fit for you.
Here's the thing that I do want them to understand. Number one, that's not a paid advertisement. I'm not paying him to say that. Number two, he's not telling you that because he's trying to make money off of you if you become, part of what we do, because he made money. How much money did you make today, Terry?
Over $1,000.
Yeah, so you made over $1,000 of your own. So he's not doing that. He's just telling you the truth. And we'd love to have this opportunity. Now, we also have to level set expectations because the government requires this, and it makes sense. Because there would be some people that would tell people that you can become rich in a day, and that's just not the case. It just doesn't work like that. So forced to give you this government risk warning. And then this kind of sums it up down here at the bottom: trade commodities, futures, options, CFDs, spread betting, and foreign exchange involves high risk, and it can cause you a complete loss of your funds. So that's number one. You have to understand that this is not a guarantee, and we're not guaranteeing you anything. Now, what we can guarantee you is what we do guarantee you, and that is an education. When we talk about understanding, what's going on and how it's working and how the market works and why is it doing what it's doing, that's what we actually major in. I am an educator, a professional educator. In other words, I went to an education degree program in college. I actually taught school, for 20 plus years. I taught economics, and so one of the things that I see and I've noticed with us, Tariq, is that it's not only the knowledge, but it's the teaching aspect of it, because we teach this just not like we teach school. We recognize and we understand learning styles and kind of everybody has a different nuance the way they learn. And I think, Tariq, and you're a teacher as well, but I think we do a great job of catering what we do. In other words, we don't say, this is it, we've got it, you better get it. No, we try to figure out why you don't know it, what is going on with you. Even had one student that we had to help learn, that he had, maybe a slight bit of this dyslexia or what have you. And so all of our teachers, we really pride ourselves. So we got great teachers. We have teachers from Washington, D.C., that's David, and then the state of Washington, that's Dennis, and then Huntsville, Alabama, that's Russ, and Joey, that's Birmingham, and Tariq, New Jersey. So we have a great, different mix of people from all walks of life. And what we want to do is we want to help you, get this. So our education, in my opinion, is second to none. So that's what we do. We actually help you. What you think about that, Tariq?
Yeah, I like to, I was gonna say, I like to piggyback on that. Like from when I first started, in the program, I think that was one of the key things that I liked, how it was broken down for you, and it wasn't just, the information wasn't just shoved in your face and you just thrown to the wolves. It definitely took the time, patience, and care to break every aspect down of what the prospective student is going to be learning. And each of the gentlemen that you definitely that you just mentioned, definitely they take time with each student and make sure they get it before they move on to the next step. So the education portion of the Solomon Trading Institute is, like I said, is spot on. 100%.
Yeah. That's good. Because what you have to understand is that you are getting an education. We aren't selling you anything. We're teaching you everything. And so we have a strategy that we do. Literally, it's time tested. It's been tested by people from all walks of life. And all you have to do is be willing to be taught. And here we have our outline and we have our assignments. And so each class covers at some point each one of these these topic outlines. Why is it that prospects lose money, ultimately quit trading? We talk about that. Then we talk about pattern recognition and discretionary trading. So we understand that. We talk about the charting basics, zone identifications. We talk about the price action cycle and how to understand, industry terms and jargon. So literally many people, and I don't know, maybe you're listening and you tried trading and this was hard and you got your head knocked off, things of that nature. Well, guess what? We're here, that's over with. We are in the marketplace and we're in this place to help, people like yourself. We have our course goals. Like we literally have an educational platform. And then this is what you do when you get ready to graduate. You do your senior project where you're actually going to trade in the market, in the live market for 20 straight days without risking real money to show yourself, to show your instructor, and to show the market that you know exactly what's going on. And really, it really is nothing but participating in what the United States government allows us to participate in anyway, which is, money markets. I mean, that's what we do. We're a United States citizen, and we're able to do this. So what do? We help you. So now we have what we call our live tech education room. And today, I think Tariq, you facilitated it today, didn't you?
Yes.
Live tech education. So it's a pretty good day today. So yesterday there was $295 per contract potential, and we talked about the fact that everybody doesn't trade just one contract, but we like to just level set it by saying, hey, one contract. But if you would trade 10 contracts, it means you made $2,000 today. So on that particular day. So today is Tuesday, April the 11th, and so Tariq, looked like y'all had a pretty big day today.
Yes, it was definitely a good day today. Had a couple of good opportunities out there. Can't really say much more than that, but you just patience and following the rules definitely pays off.
Exactly. And so kind of, I guess, to talk about this is like somebody said, well, how are you guys making this money? Because I've been looking at you for weeks and for months, and you say you've been doing this for years. So how is it that people are making the money? Well, they're making the money because of what we call analysis. Now, a lot of people, when they start trading, all they want to do is trade, right? But there's something that comes before the trading, and that's what we call analysis. But we have to also have a trading plan. So you need the confirmation of your plan after you get the analysis correct, if that makes any sense. So the first thing that we do, and you're going to be doing each day, is you're going to be locating and identifying what we call momentum, because that makes all the difference in the world, because that says that the environment that you're in is one that's conducive for the success that you seek. And then we identify the trouble areas. There are just certain places on the chart that are just what we call trouble areas. They have high volume at those places. Also, the day type. Is this today a long day? Is it a short day? Right? Is it a fast day or a slow day? Is it a day where there's going to be some announcements? And then finally the overall direction. So we don't trade in trends, we trade in direction because trends go up and trends go down, and then they go up and then they go down. But the direction is what we're looking for. So we trade in a particular direction. And so we all know that. So that's the first thing. The next thing that we do is we say, hey, look, now you need to recognize, are you in the best condition? So after you locate the momentum and the trouble and the day type and the direction, next thing we do is say, hey, listen, is this a great condition? Because I tell people this, like, I don't want to just go long. I want to go long and strong. I don't want to just go short, but I want the market to be moving when I go that particular direction. I want it to be going strong, and so we wait until those, and we wait and we recognize that, because we recognize trades actually even well before they happen, So we have an analysis hat, and then we have a trader hat. And once we take that analysis hat off, then we put that trader hat on. It's time to, it's time to execute. Time to press that button. That's always a great time, right? Then we know how to execute our nameable trading setup. Our nameable trading setup, right? So we have several names for trades, such as trapping, such as bouncing. We just have several names for the different trades because they're the same. And so once you learn what we do, you'll understand those trade setups, and you'll be able to, you'll be able to, piggyback off of those as well. All right. Then we help you do what? Manage your position according to the plan. According to the plan. We manage according to the plan. And then we exit for wins or losses according to the what? Plan. So there is no such thing as a trader who doesn't have what we call a trading plan. Like, what is the trading plan? Like, specific, verbatim, detail oriented. See, I wrote in my book, and this is a section in the book, The 20 Habits of Wealthy Traders. Of course, we kill the market. We do that. And we don't just trade, we win over here. Now, but the reason we do that is because we have these habits, and there are 20 of these that can be found in the book, right? But I just want to talk about this one today, right here, number 4. All right. So, and when you have a trading plan, you know exactly where you're going to exit for a loss or a gain. You know exactly that spot. Like, nothing is up to chance. I hear people, they talk about trading, oh, that's like gambling. It's absolutely not. What would you say to that when there's somebody says, well, trading is like gambling?
Well, if you don't know what's going on and what you're looking at, it can be. But if you plan your trade your plan, and set everything up how you want it to go, is definitely not gambling when if you enter this market and you don't know, then that's considered gambling. But with the education that you could receive from the Solomon Trading Institute, you'll know exactly when to get in and when to get out.
Right. That's true. And so that's why, wealthy traders become wealthy traders, because they are not guessing and they are not, gambling, for lack of a better word. So yeah, I trades today. So I don't know if you took one of these or not, but the first trade triggered off the board at 8:37, and this is what we call our layup trade. We love this trade here. This is, it's just so basic, but it's so powerful. The genius is in simplicity, not in making something that's so complex that nobody can, understand. What you think about that, Troy?
Oh, the layup, that's my bread and butter. I love waiting for the layup, because 9 out of 10 times you're going to hit your target, and all you got to do is just sit back, follow the rules, and watch the magic happen. But the layup is definitely one of my go-to trade setups.
Yeah. And then here was another one for 120. So we had a 215 and a 120 here. And so here, the first trade today was 838, and then the second one was around about 852. So, you know, so that, that was a pretty good. And these are charts that we use to make our great decisions as well. So and then moving right along, we had another trade opportunity. Couple more opportunities here. So we had one here and one here. And so all of these trade setups have names to them, and you actually see them happening before they actually happen. So it's nothing that nothing catches you off guard, really. All right, so then again here, now we at 935, here 942, we still making money tonight. Like today, you said you made $1,000 a day, so that was a pretty good day. Pretty good, strong day, I would say.
Yeah, you can't be mad at that.
No. $1,000 a day will keep poverty away, I'll tell you that. So we got here.
As long as you follow the rules.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. That's the banking, discipline. You got to have that. So you're at war, but you do it from a discipline perspective, and it all works out. So here we had 180 here at 1043. I think that was the last trade. That was the last trade of the session. So we break our trading periods down because we eat here. So we have what we call our breakfast period. So our breakfast period, and that is like from 8:30 to 9 o'clock. And that's Central Standard Time. That's breakfast. Were y'all able to eat breakfast today?
I believe we got one.
But I know for sure lunch was served, and we're doing this before the dinner period, so it may even be more money to be made in this day. But so this is from 9 o'clock Central Standard Time to 11 o'clock Central Standard Time, and then our dinner period we call dinner is when we eat between 1 o'clock Central Time and 3 o'clock. All right. So some people eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Some people just eat breakfast, and some people just eat lunch. It just depends on what you like. And these are our windows that we like to operate in, that we find the most success in as well.
Yeah, I didn't start entering until lunchtime, exactly like at 10 o'clock.
Okay.
My time, Eastern time.
Okay, I see. Went right to work. So today, just think about it today. So we had 1,000. What was our total today? We go back and look, 1,185. So $1,185. So now that's per contract. So just imagine the person that was trading 10 contracts today. You see, that's in one day. So the potential is there, and we just have to make sure that you have, you have the education behind it, so that you can, have a solid career trading doing this. So you can check out that book if you want to. Here I talk about, the things that things that we look for that help us kill this market on a daily basis. And if you want to know more information about what we do, you can tap right in here. And things will kind of show up for you. And you can also go to moneymarketedge.com, and you can look at our website as well. And you get, some insight, glean some insight off of that as well. We try to do a good job of making sure it's clean and concise, and you have a clear understanding of everything that we're doing. So Money Market Edge is where you want to go. Tariq, you got any parting words for
I was just going to butt in a little bit, but I encourage anybody that's interested in, joining Solomon Trading Institute Money Market Edge. Text that number you see at the bottom with the word profits, and begin your journey, because you got to begin somewhere. And
Yeah.
just go ahead and take the leap, and you won't regret it.
Now, speaking of that, because I want them to know, like the motivation even behind you being a part of. And of course, we'll do this when we do our spotlight and our interview. But if I remember your story correctly, you were apprehensive at first. Kind of talk about that, because I could imagine sometimes people, when you talk about money like this, and because the economic change is a subtle one, to where when we were growing up, I'm in my late 40s, and when we were growing up, $1,000 was a lot of money, but now the way the economic landscape is, I mean, everybody who has a skill is really getting paid a lot of money, and this just happens to be a skill, so and in our day and age, where the climate is that the money is not scarce anymore like it used to be. Matter of fact, that was one of the definitions in the economics book: scarcity. That was the number one definition. The resources that are meager or what have you, but that's not the case anymore. So you were apprehensive a little bit. Kind of just share a little bit about that, not too much, because we'll go into that in the interview, but you were, if I remember the story correctly.
Well, yeah, it's pretty much a family affair. My mom, she joined the group a couple of years back, and when she joined, she was trying to get me to get in there, and I was like, no, like, just like everybody saying I could lose money, and it's hard and this and that, and I'm not gonna say she broke me down, but it just came to a point where I just said, let me give this a try. And, I joined, and, the rest is history.
Yeah, that's good. I bet you're glad you made that decision, aren't you?
Oh, 100%. I would do it all over again from the beginning, knowing what I know now, I would do it all over again, So that's why I said, if anybody, is on the fence about the market, just go on and give that number a text with the word profits, and come and join the party.
Yeah, it is. Well, I'm Cornelius Brown, and on behalf of Tariq Wheatley, we appreciate your time, and hopefully we said something that may inspire you to kind of look a little bit further. God bless you. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. And remember, it is the will of God that you prosper.